Josh, I think this is a good video. I used to do this. Everything I talk about on these videos, I used to do. Okay, otherwise I wouldn't talk about it. You have to know what you're talking about to talk about something, although hardly anybody does that. You know how quiet this planet would be if you only talk about things that you actually have experience with? That's what it means to know something. You've done it. You've done it. You've done it, you've suffered it, you've transcended it. Now you know something. I want to talk to those people. When I want to know something, I want to talk to those people. Not somebody who read a book. Oh, I think I know something now because I read this book. Yeah, who wrote the book? Somebody who probably read from another book. So everybody's just like, where's the actual experience at? You know. So we're talking about you can't chase awakening. At the same time, I'm not saying, like some of the non-duals, just give up searching, there's nothing to search for, there's nobody to awake. I'm not saying, you see duality, there's always both extremes. You have to be on point with. Don't chase awakening, but don't let the mind come in and say, hey, man, who cares? Like, there's no awakening, I don't have to do anything. You can say that if you're really one with those words, but here's the irony. If you really are, if you really realize that, you're probably not going to say it. See? So we're talking about chasing. Don't chase it. Yeah, life's complex because our strongest instinct is self-preservation. Now, the desire to feel happy and to feel good and not be in pain, that's part of the self-preservation instinct. And it's the strongest instinct. God put it there. So when you're feeling bad or off-center, you can say, you're going to want to feel better. And then once you've tried enough things out in the world, accolades, getting cars and relationships and success and fame and attention and all that, once you've done that and you see that doesn't do anything, in fact, it probably gives you more anxiety, because it's like more impressions in the mind and more things to take care of if you buy a bunch of stuff. I don't want to own anything. I don't want a house and I don't want a car. I live in Ecuador, so fortunately I don't need a car. When I go to Florida, then I have to drive. But I love not having anything. I don't have to take care of nothing. It's like the owner was just telling me a couple of days ago, her water bill like jumped up 7 times. She don't know why. I checked everything, nothing's leaking. I said, I don't know either. I said, but man, I said, that's why I don't own a house. You got to take care of all that stuff. I mean, it's cool, especially if you know how to take care of stuff like that, then maybe it's fun. I don't. I only know how to make videos. It's the only thing I know how to do. Yeah. So, I had a lot of health karma growing up. I tried everything at an early age and saw through it pretty quickly. I'm like, I need spiritual power. Okay, cool. Started chasing awakening. Trying to find the right technique. Prayer. I got to pray harder because like I still feel bad, so I must not be praying hard enough. Self-inquiry. Okay, all right. I don't feel good, but it's just a sensation, right? Don't feel good. That's happening inside the conscious space. Universal space. Does a universal space also not feel good? No, it's like indifferent. Okay. But I still feel bad. This is what would happen. Oh, I'm not doing it hard enough. Okay, I gotta do it more. All right. I'm not the sensation. Okay. It just didn't work. Or constantly putting my attention on the presence. That's like the substratum of our existence on a human level. You can feel there's this vibration, right? There's this, like, you exist right now. There's something here. Okay, I'm just going to keep my attention on that. Damn it, but I still feel bad. Okay, I got to do it more. I don't want to do it more. I just want to feel better, you see? I couldn't find the loophole how to get the awakening so that I couldn't feel good. It didn't work. You know what then I came to the conclusion? It was an organic realization. I had no choice but just to face this is the reality. I had to start making friends with my pain. whether that be emotional pain, mental pain, physical pain. That doesn't mean that you like it, that you're like home team, like, what's up, pain? All right. It's not like that. It means acceptance. It means, like, this is what it is. This is karmic purification is what it is. I made a video how karma is like the main obstacle to waking up. So when I'm feeling pain, the answer isn't to go run out and try to find the right spiritual technique and the right diet and the right satsang or the right anything. I have to accept these are the cards I've been dealt, and this is the moment, and this is what it is. And this is an evolutionary journey. And sometimes I told people, like, you just got to feel bad till you feel good. That's it. That's the spiritual lesson I tell sometimes. It takes the pressure off. You're like, yeah, okay, whatever. Okay, whatever. And then something shifts. At the same time, you listen to how the life force is guiding you, and you do those things that will help on a practical level. Help maybe balance your body mind. But that's not the answer. That's not the cure. It's not like if you were to totally stabilize your emotions in your mind, in your physical body, it's not that you don't do that and then get awake. So you don't look for this external fix, so then I can stabilize everything and then I can be awake. It just doesn't work like that. It just all goes together. You have your spiritual practice that the life force is guiding you towards, self-remembering, self-inquiry, bhakti, prayer, whatever, meditation. You do that. At the same time, you let the life force guide you on what to do on practical level in terms of diet and lifestyle habits and reducing stress and all that. I made a channel, Transcending Shadows, where I go into more practical level stuff. That's what's worked for me. But that wasn't the answer, nor was a spiritual practice the answer. Grace is the answer. This is what I come to realize. This is the realization that took place. Grace is running this show. It's just doing everything. It's pretending to suffer. It's evolving. It's becoming more awake. It's finding the things to help it become more awake. It's doing everything. But our essential nature is like the ground, the screen in which this whole play is happening in. Knowing that intellectually doesn't do anything. In fact, it's worse. Then you become the non-dual robot, because you think understanding mentally is the same as actually realizing it. And you can always realize this more. That's what I'm like. You can always have this realization more that you're not this body mind, that you're this spacious, formless essence that there's all kinds of words for. Words not important. You just realize that, because everything that happens that you see, there's something like aware that it's being seen. There's some invisible, indivisible, both, principle that's not caught up in this play. That realization can always deepen more and more and more. There's no such thing as I got it now. And stop chasing it. You don't need to chase it. You're already, let grace chase it for you. That's what I'm saying. Let grace chase it. You're already destined. You cannot turn off this desire to want to merge more with your true essence. You can't turn that off. So why do you need the mind to make it more, to get in there and mess with it? You're already drawn to wake up. That's enough. Don't let the mind put a measuring stick on how well you're doing, how long it's going to take, and all that stuff. Then it messes it up. But Grace also wanted to experience that, messing it up, so that you can know what it's like to not mess it up. You see, like, everything's like has to be like that. There's no escaping duality. So then grace will attract a certain video, a certain book, a certain teacher to point things out that you kind of already know, but they're sleeping. It'll activate it. And then you'll be like, oh yeah, I like this person. I don't take that personal though. What you like is that you're waking up to your true nature. This is what you really like. That's cool. I'm not offended. It's using me. It's all right. So be aware if you're chasing the awakening. Just be aware. That's enough. You just be conscious about it. Do you have some idea that once I get it, utopia? You just, man, you don't do anything, actually. You don't do anything, but there's an appearance that you're doing something. That's supposed to be there. That's cool. Enjoy the appearance that you're doing something, and then flow with it. And then when you forget and fall back into identity, that's all part of the game. Grace wanted to do that too, obviously, or it wouldn't happen. The more you fall back, the more you can fall forward. Duality. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, I'll see you soon.